Alright guys, to start out this school picture day tutorial, I'm going to moisturize my lips using the Body Shop's lip butter, just so that the moisture sinks in by the time we get to that step. Next, I'm going to prime my face using the NYX Photo Loving Primer. Foundation primer is just going to ensure that your foundation lasts all day. Also, make sure to cleanse your face to get all the nasty gunk off. For this, normally I just prime my T-zone because that's where I get oily at, and then underneath my eyes to prevent the foundation and concealer from creasing into fine lines. Now I'm going to apply concealer, and this is the Milani HD Advanced Concealer in this fancy gold packaging. And I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyes, around my nose, on problem spots, and just anywhere else where I get red, which is usually around my mouth. I really dragged this part out, don't I? And for this next step, I'm going to use the Sigma, I forget the brush number, it's just like the free travel one that you get. I'm just going to use that to blend out. It gives a really natural finish and really buffs the concealer in. For foundation, I'm going to use the NYX HD foundation. I'm going to use the Sigma F82 round top kabuki brush. I love both this brush and the foundation because they both give such a natural finish. It's like unbelievable. The brush really buffs into the foundation into the skin and just makes it look flawless. As you can see, I'm just dotting it and then buffing it. Don't forget to blend down to your neck too, just so everything matches. Now I'm going to use e.l.f.'s blush in Shy. It's just, I'm trying to keep this all drugstore, so that's why I'm using this. It's just like a really borderline neutral and cool tone pink blush. And I'm going to use this Sigma blush brush to apply it onto my apples. And then blend it back a little. And then I'm going to take this large powder brush from Sigma, I don't know the new number on that either, just to buff it out some more, just to make it look even more natural. Now I'm going to set my T-zone with this Maybelline loose powder. Setting your foundation just ensures that it lasts longer. You don't have to, but I just set my T-zone because that's where I get oily at. It's up to you if you want to set all over. If you have cream products, you need to set them with the powder just to make sure that they last. And now for bronzer, I'm going to use this NYC bronzer. Again, I'm trying to keep this drugstore. At first, I hated this bronzer, but I decided to try it out, and I actually kind of liked it. I'm going to use this small contouring brush from Sigma, and I'm just really going to define my face with this. I'm going to put it underneath my cheekbones, up on my temple, and on my jawline, just to give some color and some depth to the face. And then I'm going to go back in with the large powder brush again and buff it out just so everything looks natural. That's, if you haven't noticed, that's the key word to this whole tutorial is natural. You don't want to look overdone for a school picture. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, but generally everybody likes to stay natural. Natural but better, that's it. Now I'm going to take this Honeymoon Baked Blush that's destroyed, and it's in Honeymoon. It's a really pretty shimmery highlighting pink. I wouldn't use this as a blush. Yeah, I'm going to use this F15 Dual Fiber brush. I love this brush for highlighting products. And I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, which is the center part of your lip, and my chin, and a tiny, tiny bit on my forehead. You don't want to overdo highlighting because if you do, then it'll just make you look oily. You just want it to look like you're lit up a little. Not in that bad lit up version. Now for my eyebrows, I'm using the 239 brush from Sigma and this dark brown out of the 28 neutral palette. You can get it on eBay for pretty cheap. And I'm just going to put that in my brows. Using this brush will just make it look natural. And now I prime my eyes with the NYX HD eye primer, and I'm going to put concealer on my eyelids because my eyelids, you can see my veins, and that's not hot. So I'm just going to cover those up, and it'll also give it kind of a stickier texture for the eyeshadow to stick to. Now I'm using the E25, that's the brush number, and that warm, kind of darker than natural for me eyeshadow from the 28 neutral palette, and I'm just applying that all over the lid. And then I'm taking this darker shade just to give some natural definition. I'm going to put that into the crease with the same brush. And now I'm taking this even darker one. That was really fast, I'm sorry. And I'm just going to focus that on the outer corner just to give it a little bit more drama. And now out of my Lust palette from Wet n Wild, I'm going to take this matte purple shade, and I'm just going to use that and put it in the crease a little bit just to give some color. And since my eyes are brown, purple really brings out brown eyes, so that hint of color will kind of make my eyes stand out more than average. And then I'm going to take this 224 brush, it's just a blending brush. I'm going to blend all of those colors together just so everything's seamless. And back to that 239 brush, I'm going to take this off-white shimmery color, and I'm going to place that underneath my brows just for a highlight. And then I'm taking the 224 brush again in this really pretty shimmery champagne color right there. And I'm going to place that on the center of my lid just to give some shine on my inner corner, as well as a tiny bit underneath my brow just for a highlight, just to enhance that highlight. Now with this E10 small eyeliner brush, I'm going to take this really shimmery burgundy color. This part's optional, you can use a brown if you want. I just wanted to play with some color. If you overdo this step, I'm going to put this on the lower lash line by the way. If you overdo this step, it might make you look sick, but just play with it. Now I'm going to line my eyes using the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner. You can use whatever kind of liner you want and do your eyeliner however you want. I'm going to wing it out. To be honest, it got winged out more than I wanted it to be, but I love using this small eyeliner brush from Sephora, sorry. Right here I'm showing you a trick to match up your eyes. When you're winging liner, you want to go, well, traditionally, you want to go from where your lower lash line would run off. That's just to ensure that your eyes will be even most of the time. But to be honest, right here, I went on camera, well, I did it on camera, but I edited it out. This first eyeliner application I didn't like, so I took it off, and now it's all beautiful right there. Like I said, it's a little dramatic, but I'm going to take this E20 short shader brush. I'm going to take the black out of the 28 neutral palette. It's kind of like a dark gray shimmery color. I'm just going to pat that on top just to set the eyeliner and make sure it lasts, and it kind of softens the look of it. And now I'm going to move on to lashes, and girls, lash curlers are your best friends, or guys, sorry. But lash curlers are your best friends. They really open up your eyes and just give your lashes a nice little curl. I like to go from the base to the middle to the ends just so it's like a natural curve. And I'm going to use Rimmel's The Max Mascara. I like this mascara because it gives me some volume and because I don't need length. But you use whatever you want. Now I'm moving on to lips. I already applied the moisturizer. Now I'm going to use Revlon's Pink Pop Lip Gloss. This is again to play with some color, because this is like a sheer hot pink color, and it's just like a really juicy pink that's really, really pretty, and I like it a lot. But you could do with whatever you want. Okay, now I'm going to do this cheesy run through. Ignore the stubble and the mascara smudge. You'll see it in a second. But I'm just gonna see stubble, gross, and the mascara smudge. But now I'm gonna tell you guys to practice your smiling. You don't want it to, you'll see here in a second, you don't want it to be too fake like that, or creepy, or too bored, or too fake, or anything. You want it to be natural. Again, I know that word's being overused in this tutorial, but you just want to laugh to yourself just so you get that, but not over laugh, because I think everybody has that ugly laugh face. Now I'm talking about the stubble. It's kind of gross. But practice how you're going to do your hair like a night or two before, just so the morning of you're not rushing around trying to fix everything. So just practice it just so you get it just as well, just with the smile too. So check the links down below for everything, and I hope you guys have a good picture day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.